not that good.
No, it's kind of fun. You're like super ethereal.
Morgan Freeman is my spirit animal.
Yeah, I suppose it is Morgan Freeman-y. Alright, any save rounds? Or we're kicking it off.
What?
Huh?
Save rounds, like you got any extra bullets you want to shoot before you leave the range?
Sorry, we're not all military men.
Okay, well, you have all been taken by the mist in one way or another. You all lost a little bit. And we are going to start like this. Boom.
Spoke.
As your mind fades from darkness to black, from darkness back to consciousness, you feel cold, damp earth against your cheek. You open your eyes and your surroundings seem to close in around you as gnarled trees loom overhead, their branches entwined like skeletal fingers reaching towards the sky. Very little light breaks through the overcast sky, and the air is thick with a heavy mist that clings to everything, casting an otherworldly glow in the fading dusk light. You hear a wolf howl somewhere in the distance. A sense of foreboding washes over you, a feeling that you're no longer in the realm that you once knew. The weight of this revelation settles heavily on your chest, as if the land itself is burdened with sorrow and despair. As you roll over and sit up, a figure rises from the ground near you. If you guys can roll initiative for me.
Oh, I already did, brother. 23 is mine. Fuck!
I didn't have the thing up. Doesn't matter. Alright, so Daniel, what does everybody see as you stand up?
Oh no, I got a 6. I was rolling the 23 is.
Oh yeah. Okay. Zach.
6.
Zach, what does everybody see as they stand up? Like, not your backstory, just like a description of what you look like.
Description of myself?
Yep.
Alright. So I'm a traveler of some kind, dressed in all black. I have with me in my hand one hand crossbow and one long sword. Sorry, short sword.
And next you see Jake stand up.
Got it. You see a stout dwarf with all black hair with a few strands of gray in it. Fully confident and with a warhammer and a shield with a religious symbol on it. He stands with his shoulders back and chin held high, confident even for a dwarf.
And then Daniel.
A like 6 foot tall, kind of thin, looks like he's underfed, human kid. He's got long blonde hair and silver like cuffs on his arms, and he looks beat to shit.
And also lying in the ground next to where you all are all finding your consciousness.
You see a red-skinned, horned, kind of devil-looking tiefling laying there, totally unconscious, bunch of scratch and bite marks all over. You see him clutching a book with his arms that are just covered in these weird symbols and runes.
Okay, go play D&D. There's going to be a handful of times where like our map probably isn't warranted, so just role play it out if we need a map. We'll get there. But yeah, you guys are all standing in the woods, and there's an unconscious dude on the ground. Nobody knows anybody.
I'll go over to the unconscious dude, although I don't see him on the screen. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see him.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're all floating in the trees. Sick.
Yeah, don't worry about like moving around. Just kind of talk it out.
Ah,
So-
Loic, are you on guard as well?
And can I like check his condition or something? See if like he's bleeding to death?
He's pretty beat up and he's unconscious. But
Is there like do I need to make like a stabilizing roll, like a medicine check or something, or
Nope.
like
no, he's stable. He's stable but unconscious.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, you know that if you think that if he just gets a little bit of healing somewhere or another, that he'll come back to consciousness.
Okay. I guess can I just like pour, or I'll turn to the others and be like, hey, like any of y'all healers? Do you know any like healing spells?
And I don't think we heard what you said, Jake. When you talk quickly, your bot thing gets kind of marbly. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I had a thing I was gonna do with the music, but I missed it.
So no healers.
I work with the fairy heavens themselves, but that appears to be a demon. Why would you want to help it?
Oh, why not? You don't help people who are in need. Your god doesn't like poor people, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, fuck you and fuck your god then. I have no idea who made that noise.
Probably the dead guy.
Alright, I'll pour
so-
my potion in his mouth then, with the last health potion I have.
Yeah, that works.
So he gets a 2d4 plus 2.
Go ahead and roll it, Jared.
Oh, me. 2d4 plus 2.
I have hit points back.
So, 8. Where the fuck are we? Where am I? Who are you?
I'm Cuffs. I don't know who these two others are. We all just woke up here. I was the one who healed you, by the way. The priest guy doesn't like demons.
Thanks.
He's
Not
racist.
a
He's racist.
demon, just a tiefling. They're
Look, man, he's
pretty
racist.
common around here. But I get racism a lot. It's fine.
I hope you don't plan on doing anything funny.
I'm
Because-
not a jester, so
He clutches his purse tighter.
you stand in the presence of the child of the gods. So
Multiple gods, and all of them hate demons. Damn. It's like you got a grand wizard somewhere or something.
what? No, fuck you.
All right. So what are y'all's names? I'm Cuffs.
oh,
Remember-
I'm Erevan.
John.
Dig Holy, and it's a name you'd do well to remember.
I will not remember that name at all. I'll like start flipping a coin in my hands and be like, "So, how'd y'all end up here?"
I was hired by this group. It was a city. They were getting like ravaged by a bunch of cultists. There's a bunch of culty activity, and they hired me to figure it out, figure out what they're doing, who they are. They're in a dungeon. I normally go in dungeons. I'm kind of like an investigator kind of person, and yeah, there was a like chapel underground in a cave, and I don't really remember much, to be honest. I got mauled by a bunch of zombies, I think, and I blacked out, and next thing I knew, I had a bunch of liquid in me. I'm waking up.
That's what she said.
Thank you, Dicolian. Hey, Dicolian, I'm not a demon. Will you heal me? Oh, great Dicolian. Heir to your gods. Speaker of your gods. Help a brother out.
Oh, wonderful. Disciple. Yes. I guess I touched you. Oops. How the fuck do I cast spells? Like this?
Yeah, you're whispering it to me though.
Oh,
And Jared, you're toggled to whisper also.
I was wondering why I didn't see their initiative.
Thank you.
roll.
So do you want me to cast it again? I will.
No, that's okay. Yeah, Dan, you take 5 points of healing.
And what about you, Mr. Blackhair? John? How'd you end up here?
I pull the collar of my dog out of my pocket, and I showed the group.
God.
They took my boy.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can't imagine what I'd do if they took my dog. Instead, they burned my mother and sister to death.
Sorry, I just switched audio devices. Repeat what you said.
I said, I can't imagine what I'd do if they took my dog. Instead, they just burned my mother and sister to death.
Yeah.
But it's not a contest. Okay, anyone have any idea where we are? Like, I think we should probably head towards a town or something, right?
Yeah,
you,
can we?
you hear a bunch of wolves howling off in the distance.
Yeah, I would prefer not to be out here at dark. I don't know if that mist will come back. So anyone got an idea which direction?
You guys had some mist too?
Yeah, it was weird. It was super weird. I was running for my life from some like necromancer, pus-filled village plague wizard.
Yeah, something similar.
Yeah, and then some mist swallowed me, and I woke up here. But I don't want to get dragged somewhere else. So north sound good. Which can I do a perception check on which direction the wolves howled from, or like investigation or something?
They were kind of everywhere off in the distance.
Oh, good.
It echoed. Sick.
Not a whole lot of them. As you're talking about the mist, you guys kind of look around as it clicks in your brain, and you do see like just the edge of your vision is pretty darn thick with mist.
Is there a spot that seems less thick? Can I roll perception or something?
No, it's pretty much every direction around you. But
let's go west. Let's go west.
all right. So as you head west,
Wait, I don't know if everyone else agreed.
Yeah, I
wanna
know
go
where I
west.
am. I'm following you.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, west it is. John, any idea, Mr. Wick? John.
West it is.
Go west, young man. Haven't you been told?
So,
California.
so as you walk, like 20, 30 feet or so, you just kind of have the same result with the fog. It seems to be staying on the edges of your vision. It seems to kind of almost dissipate in the direction that you're walking, and then tighten back up behind you and on your sides.
Can I start leaving a trail, like markers, to make sure we aren't walking in circles?
Sure can. What are you gonna?
What do I have in my pocket? I have like my short sword. So can I, or dagger? So can I just mark trees with X's as we're walking, or something? Like 1X
Yeah.
or 2X or whatever.
Yeah, you make marks on the trees that are gonna stay there. That you think they're gonna stay there. After what feels like about an hour of doing that, you see a flickering light, like campfires, through the edges of the mist. You also hear voices coming from that direction.
I want to kind of sneak up and hear what they're saying. It's gonna stay into the trees and shadows.
Yeah.
I assume it's pretty dark out right now.
No, it's morning, but it's
still misty, right?
It's pretty much what you see here. Like you can see that it's a morning light, but it's about the amount of visibility that there is.
Yeah, I'll stay to the shadows and try to hear what these people are saying.
Yeah, the clouds are obscuring everything. All right, so you go ahead and roll stealth, everybody. Is everybody sneaking, or is anybody doing anything else?
I'm sneaking.
Sneaking.
Nah, man. I walk into the camp and say, loudly. I'm all like,
All right. Well, as you get right up to the camp and kind of enter into it, you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. The folks are all in good spirits. A few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. 3 barrel-top wagons are parked at odd angles. Tied to a nearby tree, grazing, are a half a dozen draft horses wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels. Let me just set this up here. You guys are sneaking on the edge of the thing like a weirdo. Zach, did you leave us? Oh, he's there.
Check.
we hear you.
Yeah, we got you now. Alright, so you 3 are sneaking, and what are you doing, Dig Holy?
Yeah, I'd, probably go over here. I to try to look through this space here. I assume that's, that is laggy, but that's not so bad. And I'd say, rejoice, travelers, for you are in the presence of the divine.
This guy here, he seems to be one of the elder. He seems to be the oldest in the group, and everybody's kind of gathered around listening to him. Stands up. He doesn't even really look surprised. But he says, the divine. Us Vistani do not believe in the divine. We only believe in the threads of fate. Welcome. We've been expecting you.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you guys can hear it.
That I was expecting you. Thank you.
Oh, very good, very good. Come join us at the campfire. Is it just you?
Yep.
I'll step out too.
Another. Excellent. Bring them wine and food. Please join us.
I am not going to drink the wine.
You don't drink wine? Huh. That's very surprising for folks around here.
Not from strangers. Not from strangers.
Very well. Anything else we can offer you? Water? Maybe?
I'm good. I'm good.
Very well.
Wine's holy as fuck, dog. Thanks.
Alright, I'll walk in as well.
There are more. I thought you said you were alone. Not much of a divine if you thought you were alone, eh? Wait, did I delete you? What just happened there? Somebody disappeared.
Mm-mm.
What?
Where'd Jared go?
Right here.
Oh, I don't see him.
Oh,
Oh,
Really? He's right there?
yeah.
yeah, I'm right there.
Weird. Yeah, you're just gone on my screen.
Oh, now I lost you.
Oh, now you're back.
I just deleted my guy and dragged him.
I mean, you know, I walked with these people, but we're not like exclusive, you know.
Married.
Right.
I want to like take a look around and see if I notice anything strange happening with all the people and
Can I
Besides
roll,
the
can I roll
crazy fog
perception?
and the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, alright. Jared
Fine,
first.
fine.
Sure. It's, give me tasks one at a time, please, if we can. Alright, Jared, what are you doing?
I'm just taking a look around, looking at the people, see if they're doing anything weird or anything.
No, they
weird.
look like some of them are a little more fancy than the others. Some of them kind of look more like your working class. They're all fairly dirty, and but they're all really well nourished. Some of them are actually quite chubby. As you peek into some of the wagons, you get a lot of dirty looks from the people around, but they seem to want to put up with your rudeness. And it's just you see the bedrolls and clothes and chests of personal artifacts, like little like clothing chests, not treasure chests.
Can I ask him what is this place? Who are you people?
As I said, we are the Vistani. We travel the lands. We have no true home, but we are on our way to where some Vistani call home, the lands of Barovia. That is where most of our comings and goings wind up. We travel, we meet people, we trade, and we tell stories. First and foremost, Vistani are storytellers. We trade in stories. It is customary in Vistani hospitality. When you receive Vistani hospitality, the guests will tell us a good story, and then we will tell you our stories.
Alright, I got a story for you.
We're excited, and all the Vistani that were like these guys over here, that were laughing and playing music around their fire, all kind of settle in and watch you, and so does everybody around the campfire. It sparks their interest.
Alright. So I am the son of the god. I'm gonna go with Odin. You know, he sent me to this world to you know, help things and make it good, to be the savior of the people. And I have been on a pilgrimage that Odin himself completed. You know, it was his sort of epic, epic, and for some reason, I'm having trouble communicating with the gods, and I find myself in this mist, and and you here are fortunate enough to be a part of the great story of the universe and stuff.
A fine tale indeed. Thank you. You are of the divine, as I said. Vistani do not believe in such things. We believe in the threads of fate. Maybe some have been stronger than others throughout the existence of everything, but they all go away. But the threads are always tightening and slackening, and we all ride them, no matter what powerful thing you believe in. But if you are here to help, I have the perfect story for you. Stanmir takes that's his name. He introduced himself. He takes a big sip out of his wineskin and spits it into the fire, and the flames turn orange, and then they turn green, and then they start to dance and sway, and a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, a land of our kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes. And now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse and a spear piercing his side. And he continues, one night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he would not say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him in as one of our own and followed him back towards his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we did not give him up, even when his assassins fell upon us like wolves. And deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figure standing with a sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man is royal blood. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish, and leave when you choose. And know that you will always be safe here. And the figure in the dancing fire vanquishes his foes, and then disappears into a cloud of smoke and embers. And a wolf howls off in the distance again that you hear. Stammer's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We hope one day the fates will see fit to end our dreadlord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. And the fire kind of goes back down to normal.
What was the name of the prince?
He is our prince. We call him our prince. He is our lord.
Sounds like Arthas.
Damn, that's crazy. Y'all know how to get out of the forest?
Well, currently we are heading back to the lands that I spoke of in here, our prince's lands, and there also is Madame Ava. She is the Vistani vision teller. She is the one that told us that we would have company on our travels. It's about by wagon. It's about a day and a half's ride, and in the other direction, by wagon, is 5 or 6 days back to any civilization.
What was the name of the lady?
Madame Ava. She sees the strands of fate woven like a tapestry in front of her, and she can read them. And she told us that our guests should be born to her, and their fortunes told.
So she predicted us coming here. That's what you're saying.
She didn't predict you. The threads told her that we would have company, and she told us that. That's all. The threads only give Madame Ava glimpses.
What else did she say about the visitors?
This is all we know.
Does she
Hospitality.
seek them out?
No, she has no control over the threads. She only reads them.
No, but does she want us to? You said she wanted you to bring us to her, or your guests to her.
Yes, she wants to tell you. She knows more about your destiny.
And she's
And
in
she will
your
be able-
prince's land.
Yes,
And where does she preside?
in Barovia, where we are also heading. We are heading to her camp now. We've come from a long voyage of trading.
How many days travel, friend?
As I said, about a day, maybe a little bit more.
I'm sure she wanted to see me. I'll go with you.
And as you say that, the howling picks up again, but right outside of the camp. And go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah. Bring up the initiative window.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just
Super
super duper
quiet.
quiet.
Okay, I'll try to turn it up.
Or maybe move whatever is closer to your mouth. And as that howling happens, you see the. Damn it. Son of a bitch, I have all sorts of shit overlaid on other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this isn't going to go as smooth as I wanted it to. One wolf sprints in, it runs through the camp, and tackles this guy here, completely ripping his throat out as he goes. This one comes over there. Another one to these guys. The big one rushes right up to your campfire, and so do two more.
Uh-oh.
Stanmere and the more armor-clad one next to him. The armor-clad one kind of tackles Stanmere over this way. These two start running into their wagon. This guy goes to his wagon also, and now they're gonna roll initiative. That's a lot of wolves. In descending order. Cool. Alright. Rogue, you're up. Wait, you're on there twice, Cuffs. What did you roll? What was your
I rolled a 22 was my first roll, but I hadn't selected my token. So I should be that first roll after the stealth roll, 22.
Alright, so what do you do?
So I am here. I will turn and then use sneak attack damage with my short sword. Because he's distracted by the guy next to him, right?
You can tell all these wolves we're all skinny and emaciated. Like they're all very unhealthy. Alright, yeah, you chop this wolf in half.
And then I will take my movement towards where these people are getting attacked. Like, if I enter the space, the wolves get an attack opportunity, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No, you're good.
I'll go there and end my turn.
Alright, this wolf takes a bite at The Vistani next to him. Did 6 damage. John, you're up. That's you, Zach.
God, my name was Jonathan Quicksilver. I do a flip over the fire and keep the other wolves between our new friend here and the other wolves. And then I use my crossbow to attack the wolf right here on this guy. If I can find it.
And ignore the names. Like in the initiative roll, you can see he's a bandit captain. He's not a bandit captain. He's Vistani. I just reuse tokens. Alright, so
I don't know if the party's tracking, but I have handbow or crossbow expert, which allows me to fire off a second attack so long as there's nothing in my other hand.
Yeah. So who do you shoot those at?
This one right here.
The big one.
Yeah.
Right. AC. Your first bolt lands deep into his chest. He lets out a howl of pain. And the second one goes just wide and thuds into the wagon behind him.
Is it my turn?
No, it is a wolf's turn. It's this wolf's turn. No, we already. Oh, sorry, I fucked up I reset the descending order. It's this wolf's turn. He's going to take he's gonna snap out at the demon-y guy. It's called again. And does a 12 hit? Jared?
Oh, sorry. That is my AC.
Alright, meets it, beats it. So he grabs a hold of your leg, gives it a shake. A little bit of blood spurts out for 4 damage. But as he does that, alright, I forgot. As he does his damage to you, he bursts into flames. Head and roll 2d6 for me, Jared. Or 2d10. And he gets a constant save.
Dex save.
Dex.
Balls. I mean Constitution.
So he takes 7 damage, right? You round up? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that wolf burst into flames and starts just howling in agony and writhing on the floor because he's on fire. And, like, you see his eyeballs melting and his tongue sticks out and instantly becomes charred. And all of his fur gets charred away. And the flames go out. He's lying there on the ground and just smoldering and whining and writhing. Making it this wolf's turn. Oh, no, that would make it your turn, sorry. I'm not doing a very good job with this tracker.
I am I burst with fire energy. I am really confused what's going on. I see the runes on my arm. I'm looking around, seeing what's going on. Is that wolf dead?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
He's lying on the ground, just screaming like, "Ah!" Just in horrible. All his skin is charred and nasty.
You see a look of confusion on my face. I don't know what's going on. I go to bring my quarterstaff out, but all of a sudden you just see me point at it, and a crackling beam of energy comes out of my finger.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the beam goes through its skull and makes a crater in the ground below it, and the howling and whining stops.
Wow, mercy kill.
And again, you just see confusion on my face. I have no idea what's happening right now.
And before you add your HP, you reread that werewolf talent or that warlock talent, making it Jake's up.
Okay. I'm gonna run around the wolf over here. Can I do that?
You're gonna take an opportunity attack, but you can.
Am I?
Yeah, you were here, right?
Yeah.
And see this big guy.
Yeah.
So you're.
Am I out of his range?
Oh, you're
now?
staying in his range. Okay, sorry.
Well, it's okay. I just.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah, you're right.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, Allahu Akbar! And, here, this might help. And try to blast these two guys here with my holiness.
What is that? Constitution save?
Yes, and I believe my save is 13.
It is.
Okay.
The big one, as you got behind him, takes the full damage of your spell, which is
2.
can you roll the damage?
Oh, it's 2. I
Oh, it's up
rolled
top.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
you rolled. So yeah. Oops. And this one, yeah,
Success.
doesn't seem
Yeah.
to be affected.
Bummer.
Making it this guy's turn. He's this one here is, I didn't give him a description before, but she is clad in fairly ornate armor and has a long rapier scimitar at her side. And after tucking her father to safety, which she introduced her as his daughter, it's gonna run over to the big one and take a big old swing. And her swing goes wide, thuds into the dirt. Big wolf guy is going to take a chomp out of this tasty looking commoner next to him. And tears a hole in his stomach so wide that his intestines kind of spill out all over the ground. He grabs at him for a second and collapses in a pool of his own blood. I will get faster at this, I promise.
You're doing great. That was metal.
Everybody's portraits are in the way. So
You can
this-
minimize them.
Really? I have
The
not been able to.
portraits. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find a way to minimize.
It's settings. You go to the settings wheel, and then I think like audio and video.
Ah, nice.
Oh, no. Personalization and display, and then character pop-out windows, and you just get rid of it. I think.
That's that's right. I'll
Oh no,
figure it out.
it's audio video, and then you go to video display, player video / avatar size. You can change it to large, regular, small, names only.
Thanks. So this guy here, being he's wearing leather armor. He also doesn't look exactly. He's more than a common guy. He's in leather armor and has a couple daggers at his hip. He does charges the big one and tries to do like a prison shiv in its side, like, and with his short sword apparently, and yeah, pokes a bunch of holes inside of the big wolf, making it back to Dan's turn.
So I will. I will strike at this wolf in front of me. Do I get sneak attack again because there's the other?
Yeah, we'll count them as allies.
Okay, cool. So I'll just strike with my short sword at it.
Nice. You swing your sword and scrape it all the way from his front shoulder to his back shoulder, hips. Yep, dogs have hips. Open up a pretty sizable gash, but there's no meat in between the skin and the rib cage because he's, like I said, they're pretty emaciated looking, and does a pretty serious amount of damage to him. But he still turns and looks at you as that happens.
And that'll end my turn.
And this wolf, realizing that you are a threat, is going to step forward a couple paces and take a bite at your arm, holding that dagger.
Yeah, that hits.
Brutal. I should be rolling these in private.
You are.
No, I just saw it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I think some of them I
Yeah.
have set to whisper, some of them aren't. Actually, they should all be the same token, so I should be able to change one. John, you're up.
Dog. Right here.
Jesus.
That was gripping at his knife, and then I try to shoot one as well. So just one on each.
All right, both of your bolts land true. The one that hits this wolf, can I ping right on it? Yeah, I can. Goes in its skull and out the other side, and it collapses. And this one, the bolt hits him so hard that he actually flies back and gets pinned to the wagon behind him.
God damn. I look over and nod at him and say thank you.
That one's dead, that one's dead. That one's dead. Jared, you're up. And Jake, you're on deck.
Watching this giant wolf rip this guy's guts out, I'm gonna questioningly point my finger at it again and see if that'll happen again.
If the fire thing?
No, the
Yeah. Oh, your spell. At the big one?
Yep.
Yeah. Your spell does whatever the spell description says it does, and it seems to do damage to the wolf.
So it's 2 damage.
Even though that spell didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage to him, it is definitely falters when the spell hits him. It's looking rough. That's your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
I clutch my warhammer and thrust it up towards the sky and say Allahu Akbar, and do this guy here again. My word of radiance to blast the two wolves surrounding me.
How many spell slots do you have? Because that would be your...
As a cantrip.
Oh, it is?
Metal.
That's fucking awesome.
Okay.
Cleric OP.
What?
Did you just tell your wife to go pee?
Cleric OP.
Oh, Claire.
I heard Claire go pee.
I heard Claire go pee.
Oh, weird she is.
Good listener. What was it, 13? Meets it, beats it. The big guy doesn't seem to be minded by it. And right on a saving throw, meets it, beats it. Yeah, he wouldn't take damage. Right,
Probably.
neither.
Wow.
Your little explosion just kind of peters out around you. And Stanmir goes, ah ha ha, where's your god now?
Hey, bitch.
This guy is going to take another swing at the big guy. And, yeah, take a big chunk of his face off, and it lands in the fire. And sizzles, and you can all smell it.
Wait, is this one here hostile?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the one in the ornate armor.
Got it.
The wolf, even though he just got half his face cut off, he doesn't like the energy behind him, the bad vibes, so he's going to turn around and try to bite at your exposed hands. I don't know. Jump.
Oh, Jesus!
Damn it, I need to be
What?
whispering things. I know, I didn't tune this for you guys. to be
Holy
damaged.
Fuck, that's...
He tears all the veins out of your wrist with that bite, and you're bleeding and you fall unconscious.
He really said, "Where's your god now?" Jeez.
Our sewing machine guy here, wanting to protect you, he attacks this wolf here. He actually gets a sneak attack too. What is his? 2d6 on that. Oh. Oh, I didn't put on the right battle music. Damn it. Sorry, guys.
It's fine.
Ooh. Yeah, that's what you've been hearing the whole time.
Oh. Wolf sounds. Ooh.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Anyway, he chops this wolf into a bunch of little pieces, and it falls into a little pile of gore. And then you're up.
Okay.
So the only wolf still standing is the
The
big
big-
one that's missing
big
half of his
boy.
face.
Okay. I will draw my short bow. And do you get sneak attack with bow? Like if the
You
person's
should.
next to him?
I think so.
If
Okay.
if you would get sneak attack with like melee, it would be with.
Okay, cool. Then I will fire at the big guy.
Your arrow sinks into that open hole in his face and lodges deep in his brain, and the thud, the giant wolf flops over.
Nice. And then I'll go over to whoever got bit unconscious.
Should just move those. Yep. So he's unconscious. There's a couple of dead Vistani laying around.
I ask, does anyone have a healing potion?
I do not.
Any of the Vistani have a healing potion?
Let me check in my wagon.
Do I need to like roll to stabilize them first? Or
No, we're out of combat.
okay.
I mean, we should, right? But I don't think anybody took a healer's kit, right? You technically need a
No.
healer's kit. I you just take some rags off of or take a piece of the dead guy's shirt and tie up his wrist, staunch the bleeding. Cool. We'll start slow. And Stanmere does not find a potion. But as he's looking, this Vistani says to whoever asked for a health potion, check in my wagon there. And points to this. And
In there.
roll a d20.
Okay.
Yep, you find a health potion.
Cool. I run over to
Dig.
Dig. Run over to Dig. Mr. Digger over here. And feed him a health potion.
Go ahead and roll on it. Jake.
What is it? 2d6?
Yep. And you'll heal from 0.
Nice.
Hooray!
Nice.
What do I assume the cost of
Plus
a
2.
healing
2d4.
potion would be?
Oh, it's 2d6 or 2d4?
I
Is
think
it
it's
2d4
2d4.
per potion? 2d4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nice. Plus 2.
Do I know what the cost of a healing potion would be?
Give me a. What check would make sense for that? I need to keep them in front of me because I always forget all the different checks.
History?
Economy?
Yeah. Can I make an economy check?
Might just be intelligence. Or, yeah, economy check.
History, if I remember it.
You could also
Yeah,
undo
roll whatever you think makes sense. Yeah, that works for me. Last time you bought one, you remembered it being about. Fuck you, Google. You remember spending about 50 gold on one of those potions.
It doesn't show that I have any money. Am I dirt poor right now? I was gonna give the guy some money for.
Well, you should all start with your starting equipment should give you 10. But yeah, your background was weird, right? You had to homebrew your background.
Yeah, I didn't put any money into it.
Yeah, so 10 gold. Just say 10 gold.
All right. Well.
And she says, no, very, very kind of you to offer, but Vistani hospitality, we always take care of our guests.
I say thank you.
All right, so anybody else want to do anything before I push this along?
Nope. Bodies.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I check all the bodies of the dead guys to see if there's anything of use. Any
Do
additional
not touch our
health potions.
dead. They are
Yeah, man.
they're our friends. This
Well, I
is
do it-
my this is
I
my
do it
aunt.
stealthily.
The corpses are right by campfires, and
that's
everybody's out and about and all anxious.
I want to walk up to Stanimir and say to him, you say you know stories. I show him my book and my arms. Do you know any stories on these?
There's no time for this. I have dead friends here. And Stanmere just kind of like shakes his head at the audacity and walks over and helps his daughter carry this one into one of the wagons as these Vistani over here also pack their friend. And this guy here comes over and he says, we were going to stay the night here, even though it's early morning. Vistani typically move slow. But these wolves never attack us. The wolves are supposed to be the friends of Vistani. But we will go now. We need to get our dead back to our home. Travel with us if you'd like, but we will be leaving shortly.
Find some supplies for us to sleep here if we choose.
As you think about asking for supplies, you remember what he was saying about how far from any direction you are. You're by wagon 4 or 5 days in one direction on this trail, which you can. I never pointed that out. There's a trail over here, like you're just off of a trail in the woods. Yeah, they told you that it was a couple days by wagon, so quite a bit longer by foot. And the other direction is about a day by wagon.
Are you guys up for traveling? I mean, we're all pretty beat up. I say we
Well,
stay here.
You can ride in our wagons, and the rest as long as you like. You'll be able to. We have our wagon. We'll pack the dead's items in the other wagons, and you can have a wagon all to yourselves.
Yeah,
And the rest is as long as you like.
I help them with their dead if I would be able to. He would let me.
I say a prayer to Odin. My bad.
And they thank you for the help and just kind of look at you funny and shake their head at the nonsense gibberish you're saying. All right, so are you going with them?
Yeah, I say we go with them.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You're good, Zach? Zach?
I think his mic's really fucked up.
Think so too. Yeah, we can't hear you if you're responding to me.
Test,
I heard
test,
that.
Yeah.
test. Okay. Maybe it goes to sleep after inactivity or something. I nod my head. Yes.
All right. Yeah, they gather all their belongings and pack their dead away and get all the draft horses that were conveniently not attacked by the horses, and start going down the road.
So, do we get a long rest?
Yep. Yeah, so you guys are going to get a long rest on this here journey.
Whoa, so you just hit long rest and it long rests you.
Yeah, I'll long rest you.
I've never done it before.
What, the rest of... Whatever, it doesn't matter. So there's a whole convoy of like 3 wagons, and you guys are in the middle one. Just for the sake of it, there's 1 wagon. How do I clear remove alternates? Cool. Buttons. Where are my buttons? So yeah, after about a day in there licking your wounds, and you can see off in the distance a large gate approaching. You guys are in the wagon driven by Stanmere and his daughter. Actually, yeah, this is the middle one. So if you can talk to him through there's like a window there. If you guys want to talk to him at all?
Yeah, I'd like to ask if he knows anything about like a plague spreading or something?
Plagues? No, not as we travel quite often, and we hear of plagues in kingdoms and towns that we're planning on visiting. But every time we hear of sickness, we Vistani avoid it. We are hearty people, but better to avoid it when we can.
Climb to the roof and just be like watching the sky and looking around and just riding on top of the wagon. Like, does it have a flat roof?
Yeah, sure. There's like some suitcases and stuff up there with you. The sky is still pretty darn overcast, and it's kind of the mist, like it was in the woods, seems to be closing behind you and sporadic in the thick woods that you see along the way. And from up there, you're looking at the road. Black pools of water stand like mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. And giant trees loom on both sides of the roads, their branches clawing at the mist.
You guys know anything about this mist?
The mist, it comes and goes. It's not wise to venture into it. I know that much. It seems to guide us from time to time. As we get farther from Barovia, there's less and less. But you will see mist in most of these lands. It's always overcast. The sun never shines. The fog is always present.
Has it always been like that?
Is all of my time, yes. And my grandfather's and his father before him. But Barovia is a beautiful land. It has its own beauty.
If it matters for role-playing purposes, I think I don't say anything, but I internally disagree.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Tell us what you're thinking, as long as it's not too intrusive. Like, oh, I think we should stab this guy in the face, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that kind of stuff I think is great.
His facial expressions while talking to the guy too, that he's probably not buying what he's selling.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Stanmere? No, you can roll insight or perception if you want to know whether he's buying what he's selling. You can roll to see if he's being truthful, or if you think he's being truthful.
Clicked it. Did it show up?
Yep, I see it. Yeah, he seems very confident in what he's saying.
Fair enough.
Any other conversation as we're marching through the woods?
I'm just kind of sitting in my seat or in the corner or whatever, kind of just inspecting myself and my book. Staying quiet.
All right, nothing else particularly exciting happens. As you approach these gates, this picture doesn't really do them justice. It's like 50 feet tall, and fog spills out of the mist to swallow up the roads behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the roads, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework, and dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. And you push right on through the gates. The gates, as the first wagon approaches, they just kind of open on their own to them. Then the first one goes through. And then your wagon goes through, then the third wagon goes through, and from the top, from the top of the wagon, you see the gates also just slam closed of their own volition with a rusty creak. And after another maybe 30 minutes of going through the path in the woods, you come to a massive clearing, and all the wagons stop. And Stanmir says, "Well, we are in our homeland now. We are in." He doesn't say homeland. We are in the lands of Barovia, and this is where we wish to bury our dead. Vistani funerals are a private affair. You can wait somewhere to the side while we bury them, but it will be some time. We are again storytellers, so we will spend our time telling our stories of our dead friends and relatives. And he pulls out a map and unrolls it so that you can see.
I look at the map. I run up to the map. I'm
Yeah,
really rude about it.
he holds it so you guys can all kind of see it, and you crowd around. But it's like one big roll, and this is what you see. It says, "We are here. We are here on the road, and we are going maybe towards the woods over here. Not too close though. These woods can be very dangerous, especially with hungry wolves. There's a town up here, about 2 miles, mile and a half, and this is where we came from. Those are the gates that we entered through." And as he's showing you this, the rest of the Vistani are carrying the bodies and some other like fine rugs and stuff to wrap them up with, and like some chests full of gifts for them and shovels, and start heading off towards the woods. And he says, "Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Yeah. What is this town on the map here? Is that Barovia, or is this the entire?
That is the village of Barovia. We are in the kingdom of Barovia, and that's the village of Barovia. It's the capital of Barovia. The people are mostly welcome there. So,
where does the Madame Ava live?
Madame Ava is much farther than that. After our funeral, if you choose to go into town, which is probably the better plan, to give us our privacy, we will meet you in town. There's not a whole lot going on. We will find you very easily. You'll see our caravan coming through. We will get you when we are done, and continue on to Madame Eva.
Is it safe to walk there?
Yes, just stay clear of the woods. The river runs fast, but it's far away. You shouldn't fall in. By now it's like late morning, early afternoon, as you can tell from the little bit of sun poking through the clouds. So there's pretty good visibility, and from here you can kind of see like the little blobs on the horizon that are probably buildings, and it's a pretty clear path between you and the town.
I'd say I'm gonna start walking. And I start walking.
I'll follow the demon.
I'll follow him. Also, that map never loaded for me.
You have to scroll over to the right.
I see.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Oh, that's
he
all
showed you.
He has. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, stingy.
Right, he tucks it into his coat as he's walking away. Zach, you coming with?
Hey, wait, old guy.
What is it?
Uh,
I'm as the elder. It's my responsibility to lead the procession. Here, what can I do for you?
I straighten my helmet and just say thank you. Sorry.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being our guests. We are sorry for the trouble. That does not often happen to the Vistani. We are good people. Who would want to hurt us? especially woodland creatures. And just kind of mutters and shakes his head as he walks towards the procession. All right, fuck yeah, let's go. My buttons.
As we're walking, I'd like to make it clear to everyone that I don't really appreciate the atheist people and believing in all this fate and bullshit. Like it's nice of them to help us, but like this is some crap, and they should be nice to the gods because they should be thankful and stuff.
I scoff at him as he says this. Like, you really believe that the gods are here for you?
Well, I don't know. What does your dad think about you?
Oh, you believe you have descended from a god?
I mean, I'd say it's pretty clear.
Because you're just that awesome, right?
Look, I mean, you can deal with the gods. Your heresy will be rewarded in due time. But
I've
yeah.
explored many crypts of so-called gods. I have found nothing that supports the fact that they exist, that they care about you, that they do anything other than to help themselves, and they persuade people to help them. They are just as evil as every other person in this world. I keep walking.
I don't have anything to say to that. I didn't say that. I'm saying that I don't have anything to say.
My dog's collar away back in my pocket now that they're done arguing, and I follow.
Dan, anything?
Nope, I'm just walking along, enjoying the scenery.
All right. So been walking for what is it? 2 miles. Like 15 minutes or so. I'm not really respecting time. Just trying to add some ambiance. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stares out from pools of blackness, and a soft whispering draws your eyes towards a pair of children standing in the middle of the otherwise empty street.
Children, have you heard the good word of Odin?
Is this not loading? Sorry.
I have partial tone on my
Me too.
screen.
Well, that's good that you can see it, but I fucking can't. Why? Fresh, sorry guys.
Just refresh. Yeah, sometimes it's derpy.
Yeah, so this is roughly what you can see of the town. Let's say you stop like just in front of this corner, and the children mentioned were here. All the houses look pretty dilapidated and old. Definitely not kept up. A few of them have lights going in them. A few of them, the doors are even kicked in, and there's leaves like blowing into them. Clearly abandoned. Okay, now you see the kids.
I see no kids.
But yeah, I don't have them.
Okay.
I could, but like
No.
they're here.
I thought that was a question.
Oh, that was a statement. And I can poop you guys out for the sake of it. Everybody just drop your refresh token. That will be, I think, the better way to do it. If you want to have a token on this map.
How do I do that?
Drag yourself from your journal.
I suppose I could have done that too, huh? So yeah, Spooky Town, kids, like here-ish.
Yeah, I want to approach the children and ask if they've heard about, my god.
God, it's an awesome God.
Rats, I lost the. Yeah, so it was the boy that was crying. So it's a a girl and a boy. The girl appears to be like 9 years old. The boy is about 6 or 7.
Perfect.
And he's a really small kid. As you approach, after shushing the boy, the girl turns to you and says, "There's a monster in our house." And then she points back to this house here. The tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark, and it has a gated portico on the ground floor and the rusty gate slightly ajar. The houses on either side are abandoned. Their windows are boarded up. The 2 houses on either side of it are all boarded up. And then she says, "There's a monster in our house." As you approach, and she kind of is taken aback and, "Have I heard what?"
The good word of Odin. Not to worry. He keeps us all safe at night and protects all of his children.
I'll start walking towards the house.
What
She
kind
pointed
of
to
monster?
and looking at.
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah, one at a time, guys. So she says, "Odin, no, I've never heard of is this a hero? Like in stories? Here in Barovia, we pray to the Mother Night."
Kinda like that.
I'll start walking towards the house she pointed out and see if I can see in it or any hints of what might be inside.
All right, as you're doing that, they're gonna, and it's this house here, like this house. They're gonna continue their conversation, right?
Yeah. You want me to roll an investigation check or something?
We'll get to that.
On this house, just to get clear line of sight, everything around us.
You're gonna climb on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
First roll a d20 for me. That is a 4-story building. I mean, the 4th story is just like a little kind of tiny attic sticking out of the top, but so it's going to be quite a feat to climb it. There are handholds and such. So give me an athletics check to climb to the 2nd floor.
athletics or acrobatics.
Either one. Yeah, sorry. Either one. You start to do a parkour wall run thing. Your first step as you try to run straight up the wall goes off pretty cleanly, but your second one catches on what seems to be a pretty rotted chunk of the wall, and it slips out from underneath you, and you crash back down to the floor.
Can we peer
If you want to try again, I'll just say you get it. If you're gonna be tenacious and try to climb up there. We'll say you got on the roof, and really you can see half of all the houses that you can see on the map, but everything outside of that is obscured by the thick, heavy mist. There's a couple of the houses have lights. They all look like regular homes, not like stores or shops or castles or anything crazy. Just village houses. You don't see any signs of life, other than a few lit windows.
Can I peer into the house where they said there's a monster? Just gonna-
You can. Yeah, we'll say Piran. What do you? Give me a perception. The window is covered in dust, and you can't see into it. So the kid's gonna look at Dig Holy again and say, "Please, our baby brother, he's also in the house. I didn't have time. Thorn here ran outside, and he was crying when he heard the monster, so I followed him, and I didn't have time to go in and get him. My parents, I think they're downstairs dealing with the monster. I cried out to them, but they didn't respond."
Don't worry, children. I'll help you. And I rush to over by these guys, and I kind of mutter like, "God, fucking mortals always needing shit."
All right, so you're outside of the house. Do I have a better description to get you? No.
I'm gonna run up to the door and go blam 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 on the door. Say hey.
All right, wrought iron hinges shriek when the gate is opened, and oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains. By chains hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield embezzled with a windmill coat of arms, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. So it's basically like a patio is the what you're in, and you pound on the door.
And
Okay, so here's where I'm gonna need a little bit of patience with you guys with dynamic lighting and stuff. This is gonna be a learning curve for all of us. Wait, let me... And Jared and Dan, you guys are still just creeping around the sides?
I'm following Dig, kind of, 10 paces back.
Damn, I can't copy. Why is the fucking fog is on the wrong layer?
oh, it looks foggy. How about that fog?
Okay,
It's
there we
really
go.
humidity that gets you.
Alright, so everything is black, right?
Yes.
Do you have the white border? We can change that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's obnoxious. Button, where's the button? Okay. Okay. And you still can't see anything?
No.
Nothing.
Whoa, man.
So I can't reveal areas without, or when it's dynamic lighting. You can't just like grab the bar. So
Well,
have
tokens
to-
should reveal it, right?
the what?
Or tokens.
Yeah, but I think I have to set the distance. Yeah, because I have you guys like buy stuff, and I gotta figure out what settings to give you.
I'm gonna get water while you figure this out.
Yeah. Yeah, cause there's no just like you can see button. Like it has to be a bright or low light distance that I set, so I guess I'll just set everybody innately at 10 until like torches get lit or something. Jake, can you fuck with your dynamic lighting of your token?
I just see token aura. No.
Yeah, I don't know if I like dynamic lighting. Like, it's cool, but like, unless you say like, oh, I'm carrying a torch.
Well, I'm a dwarf, and I can see dim light as if it were bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light.
Yeah, and so it should be dim light, right? Because it's daytime and there's windows. So I don't know how to set like the whole thing to dim light, but like only if you go into a room is what I want. All right. Like that would be the after, like once you walk into a room, like it's just you can see the fucking room. But that doesn't seem to be the thing.
I mean, I'm cool with some struggling here. Like I have no idea really how dynamic lighting works. So
I'm just gonna give everybody 10 feet of vision for now. Right there. And then that works for Dan. Low light.
a human can't see in the dark.
Why? Can you open these doors in front of you?
I
How
don't see
about that?
anything. It's all still black.
Or you
So-
guys have some vision now, right? Though.
I don't see anything.
I have nothing.
You see
My
nothing?
token's-
Oh,
yeah, my token's
scroll.
not on the board.
Scroll out, guys. Scroll like all the way out.
I'm all the way at 10%.
You don't see yourself in the bottom left corner?
No. I see nothing.
Now Dan.
Still nothing. 10% soon.
How about now?
Oh,
Yeah, now you got it. Okay, so I have to have vision, that vision toggled, that button toggled, that distance set. Vision, save. Jared, vision, save. 10 foot. Okay, dope.
Yay!
That should work for now. And if it gets annoying, like, what's that? What's that?
I just wanted you to see what I see if you're interested.
Oh, I am. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, is that a locked door?
Yeah, and so when I open the door, like,
Yeah,
it got,
some of them are locked. Like locked doors, I can lock the door.
well, I really can't hear you. You're like all garbly.
Super garbly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can the outside.
We
Alright,
can't understand you.
Right. No.
Shit.
Here. Does that help?
I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Weird. I wasn't. Yeah, I canceled you.
So, when we open the doors, like, it's clear that we can see into them, but when we close the doors, like, you can still see the map there, but it's like kind of dark.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
So
that's
like
cool.
fog of war goes back up, but you know
Yeah.
what's there.
Right. That's beautiful.
Uh,
They through the door.
So they walked through the door. So this first little spot that they're in is like a patio, and they pounded on the door and then opened it and peered inside.
Yeah, but we can't walk through the lower door. Like I can't go through there.
Like the gate is locked.
Yeah. Behind us.
That's not supposed to be locked there. That's unlocked.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's a
Yeah.
gate, so you can see through it, but it's locked. They put a lot into this, so that's cool. All right, so you pound on the door and peer inside, and so as you approach that gate, wrought iron gate with hinges, shriek when the gates open. Oil lamps are hanging from the portico ceiling. This first 2 squares is the portico, and as you peered inside, hanging on the south wall of the foyer, which south is right. You know that for some reason. Hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a windmill, coat of arms, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. So it looks like just like
symbol there.
the what?
Coat of arms.
Yeah, it's a coat of arms of like a windmill and stuff.
Yeah, I just meant like history wise. Do we know what it represents?
Roll history. No, you've never seen it before. It's just it does just kind of look like your generic house family crest.
Plebs.
So you pound on the door, and there's no response at all, and you peer in the door. It's kind of an entryway in there, and you look back outside, and the little girl and the boy are standing here-ish. I could give them tokens, but I'm not going to bother, unless you guys want to try to fuck them or something. But they're standing there just timidly watching you. The girl is like sheltering her little brother.
Glares at Jake.
We didn't hear them in the house. Again, we heard the monster. Sounded like it was downstairs.
What is the monster?
We don't know. We've never gone downstairs. We've heard it before. And our parents always tell us not to worry.
This is your house?
This is our house, yes.
Can we go in?
Yes, please, go save our baby brother is on the 3rd floor. The nursery's on the 3rd floor anyway, and that's where I left him when we were playing a few hours ago. And my parents, I believe they went downstairs to deal with the monster. Please go save them all, kill the monster.
Open the door and step inside.
Boom. Yeah, you already have the description of that room. And so as I give you guys descriptions of stuff, I tried to cut everything about in half from what the module wants to give me, or wants me to give you. So if you ever want more or less descriptions on stuff, let me know, and I can facilitate that.
You're doing great, by the way. I am extremely invested in this.
Me too.
Yeah, you're fucking about to be. All right, so what's up? What are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna keep going. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. This doesn't look like up or downstairs.
Just the coat of arms and the pictures.
Put my hand,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I put my hand out and tell him to slow down a bit. I take out my crossbow and say, let's proceed carefully. Because we know there's a monster. So.
I mean, okay, like kids say there's a monster. Alright, bud. I look at the pictures.
She hears that and says, "We heard it roaring. It's terrifying."
Do I recognize any of you said the aristocrats?
Nope. They're just fancy-looking folks in really expensive paintings.
What race are they?
Human. Yeah, they're human, but really pale skin.
Find the paintings to see if there's anything hidden, like a vault. Safe.
Dan, you cannot open windows from the outside unless you want to smash them.
Okay.
Oh, you did open them, though.
Chasing the place. I opened them? How did I open them?
You clicked on... Oh, no, they are closed. But now you have light over there. Oh, so... Yeah, you just don't see the light on the other side. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I do see.
Are we going in or what?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
And the little girl is still just clutching her crying brother.
Oh, guys, I figured out how to get in. Nice.
All right, a wide hall runs the width of the house with a black fireplace at one end, this is a fireplace, and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. And satyr's like a little demon thing. And that's what you see.
Are we seeing anywhere any like downstairs thing? I'm gonna go in that door down there.
Are we worried about getting the little brother or killing the thing?
I think we should get the child.
You would think that, holy man.
Is anyone here? My shout. Sorry. I
You
actually
don't
shouted.
hear anything other than like the creakiness of the house. Also, the house does look lived in. Nobody asked, but the house looks like it's not like piled with dust, and like the floorboards are oiled, and the furniture is dusted. All right, so
Step in that room.
yep, the oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped in animal's fur face the hearth, with an oak table between them, and 2 goblets of wine, and with 2 goblets of wine and a still smoking cigar on this table here. Yeah, you see 2 cabinets also. So everything in the on the map is a thing. By the way.
Okay. Can I look around
So
for like
the-
arrows or something? Or, like, any
Uh,
hits of blood?
yeah, you can. All you notice are the 2 cabinets.
Okay. I will go to this cabinet and try and open it.
It's locked.
Can I pick it?
What
You can try.
What
the
do I
fuck are
do?
you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, we don't have time to be searching through
okay.
their shit.
What are you?
Well,
we're
no,
here to help.
This could be like a family of cannibals, and we're just walking into their trap, bro.
Is this
But yeah,
I'll
let's
go
go
back
back
and-
the little kid. Where's the little brothers in the basement, or where?
I
the
look
creature
at the
is in the basement?
sword that you described above the fireplace, and I inspect it to see if there's anything special about it.
Nope, it's just your standard longsword, other than a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. So like a windmill crest kind of thing. Kind of looks like the family crest, like the same windmill from the family crest, but just the windmill without the crest.
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah. I'll follow you.
Okie dokie.
I'll also follow.
Ooh,
Ooh.
this is really cool.
Huh, I didn't think you guys would not be hobos about this.
Well, I did try and steal from them.
Yeah.
Alright, give me just a moment here. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family. There's like a little plaque at the bottom that just says the Durst family, which is an adult male and man and woman, which are the same. You recognize them as the 2 from those first 2 paintings, and 2 small children, which you also recognize as the children that were outside. And cradled in the father's arm is a swaddled baby. And the woman in it is actually like looking at the baby with kind of a look of scorn on her face in the painting.
Does this painting look old?
No, it's. I mean, it's for the times. No, like it's not super faded or anything like that.
Okay.
It's again like a relatively well kept, dust free area. Hold on a sec there, Zach. It's an undecorated. You're good to walk in. An undecorated bedroom contains a pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is an empty footlocker.
Side room.
That little side room.
Closet, guys.
Yep, tidy servants' uniforms hang from hooks in the closet.
I'm gonna
Just
shout.
like maid outfits kind of stuff.
I'm gonna shout out again. You know, anyone here? Little boy. I guess it's a baby, but you know, little boy. Baby, can you say something?
You hear a creak on the floorboards upstairs.
I say there's definitely something upstairs. Holy man, you want to go upstairs? I'm with
This
you.
this is a spiral staircase, so it keeps going up from where you guys entered the landing.
Okay, didn't they say he was on the second floor, or did I misremember? Okay, third it is. Let's go.
Zach walked into the library as you guys were starting to climb the stairs. Red velvet drapes covered the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in the corners of the rooms are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. I can't hear you if you're talking, Zach.
Anything good in here?
What are you?
Just loot.
So, yeah, give me a little tighter of what you're doing. So you see, like this wall here, right, is bookshelves. This like outcropping wall, and all the other brown like walls here are also bookshelves. Are you rolling investigation on the room or anything specific?
Health potions, anything that would help us in a fight.
So as you glance around, again, all you see is the bookshelves that look like they're relatively well taken care of, and on the desk is just kind of your standard office materials like quills, inks, bits of parchment. The what did you roll? A 17? Yeah, so a 17. The books in the back corner seem a little bit off.
I can find like a secret item or hollow something, or if there's a false door or something.
Give me another perception check.
There's burgling the place.
Or wisdom. Yeah, perception. Thanks. All right, hell yeah. Where's the nomenclature? So yeah, you see as you kind of glance around at this corner that feels a little bit off, you see scratch marks in the floorboards on the ground. Yeah, in typical secret door library fashion, you start kind of pulling at all the books, and one of them that doesn't have any text on it pulls out and gets caught, and the cabinet that the books are, the bookshelf there, kind of separates from the wall, and a little crack opens up.
Do I hear this, or because I mean I was basically just going up the stairs.
Sure, you hear the big thud of the door, or of the thing releasing.
I peek into the doorway, and
So-
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to whisper into his ear. We don't have time to loot this fucking place. We need to go save this child.
I'm not going to retcon often, but he's like 4 feet away from you. Or 10 feet, 15 feet away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using thaumaturgy to like whisper it. Ominous whispers.
Okay. Zach, give me a spell save. What is that?
I
Or
don't.
does he have to? Whatever, he hears you. Yeah. He hears it. You want to roll a persuasion persuasion, and if you get over a 15, Zach, you're going to be very compelled to believe him. Holy cripes. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty persuaded. Like, you believe him, and then as you're walking back through, you have full faculties again. You're like, what am I?
I said, everyone, we're here to save a fucking child, not loot them.
I go up the stairs.
So Zach, I appreciate you letting me tell you what to do. But like at this point, you can go back into your character and talk to him, or say "fuck you," or tell him what you saw at least.
Character never wastes words, so it's alright. It was understood. I just kind of nodded my head, kept going.
All right. So the rest of you don't know that he popped that door. You just heard like a door open.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bada bing.
Just heard.
Oh, son of a bitch. What do you... Yeah, somebody open your stream again? Okay. Can you scroll up and to the left, guys?
Oh, weird.
Yep, alright. Okay, now everybody can see the explorer.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you sound bumpy again. And I even closed it.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, everybody can see the... Wait, Dan, get back there for a sec. Everybody's good on the stairs? Can see stairs?
Yeah, should I delete my other guy?
Why did you lose your vision, Jake?
Oh, I was not. I don't know. I was in a weird spot, I guess.
But you can... do you have
I can see
like,
now,
your own
yes.
vision now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like
Um,
in the center of the. Like, I guess I was downstairs.
struggle. Everybody back to the stairs, please. Sorry. I'm just figuring out how this works. You climb to the top of the staircase and come to a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against the wall, draped in cobwebs. Oil lamps are mounted on the oak-paneled walls, which are carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters. Muffled melodic singing can be heard from the door to the left of the suit of armor. So off in this direction, you hear kind of like a lullaby singing happening. All right, pause there. Roll initiative, please. So you were there, and you were. I moved the door.
Want to
See
bring up the
everyone?
initiative window?
Yeah.
Wait.
Now roll initiative. Dan, you can change yours back to a 16.
No,
Where
it's on
we
15 already.
layers are hard.
Uh-oh. That's a spooky thing.
The fuck?
Did I close the initiative window? What the fuck? No, it's still got everybody. Sweet.
Yes, good.
Alright, descending. So as you walk past the suit of armor, with a rusty creaking and clanking, it reaches his hand forward and tries to swing at you. Jorn Willikers, you're up. So the suit of armor is moving towards Dan.
I shoot my hand crossbow twice, once at both of his feet to try to pin him into the ground.
The armor?
What the fuck?
Damn.
Let's see. Oh wow. All right. I was doing the aim shot thing. Hold on. Thought I saved that page. Fuck. So I forgot to tell you guys about. I found a really cool, like targeted shot. like chart. I'll show it to you guys. You get certain disadvantages and advantages per like how you want to attack somebody. So if you try to hit them in the foot, I think it's. I'll find it here and explain it. It's like a whole homebrewed thing, but it's really cool. Also, actually, with as your shots ring out, we're going to take a break. So I gotta be
Okay.
checking on my wife.
Cool.
Cool.
I got a popcorn.